Morning. We dipped a lot, and this can be actually a very good buying opportunity. But I said to myself that I'm gonna stay disciplined and trade only after 9:45, just to get everything back up. I have suffered some losses last week, and yeah, closed one of my accounts. Maybe at the end of the week I'm gonna show my statements and everything. But yeah, I have just this account right now. My drawdown is like 20% on it. I lost like 2k, 2.5k, even more. I started the month last month. I started at 10,400, took it up to 14, and now I'm at 8k. So big swings, just because I was trying to basically anticipate this move and force it, even though I knew exactly, like during these days, I knew that I was wrong trying to time it. But yeah, maybe the stress got the best of me. I got tilted. It happens. Now it's just gonna take me a while to gain my confidence back and also my size. It's unfortunate because I was preparing for this type of move for 2 weeks now. I knew it was gonna happen. Basically, we're trying to attack these lows, and ultimately we're trying to attack all of this. But if this is just the start of a move and maybe a 10% drawdown on indices, which is already in place, if we judge from this high, yeah, 10% would bring us basically to June numbers, and basically we'll attack these relatively lows. That would be doable, and it can be doable actually in a few days only. But yeah, right now we are in a big discount. We are below the 4 standard deviation and minus 144% before we even open the regular trading hours, which means I'm bearish today. However, I would like to see us reaching for some liquidity, maybe into this fair value gap on the 15-minute. This is a 15-minute fair value gap, or maybe into this one, touching a bit this order block. But basically, I would like for us to see a bounce and then to short it and attack 23,031, or at least, like come towards these lows, because in my opinion, we have a lot of range. Like imagine just coming back into 200, you're gonna have like close to 200 points to short. Morning, Watson. So I think that's enough for us. Like with 5 contracts, if I can get 5 contracts, which is gonna be a big stop loss, 5 micros would just make you 2k almost. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. I'm bearish for the day, and I'm gonna be bearish for the rest of the week, unless we see some crazy swings like this whole candle, half of it being swallowed, tomorrow trading inside this inversion fair value gap and then continuing lower. Like I'm just gonna watch the price action. I'm gonna trade only fair value gaps. I'm just gonna try to honestly get my confidence back up and just be a bit more disciplined, because I'm upset I didn't offer me the chance to see this move happening. I pushed it and I pushed it and I got frustrated, and I've been a mess for the rest of the week. That's why I stopped streaming. I couldn't trade anymore. I was extremely frustrated with myself. Monetary loss at some point gets it still hurts when you're losing money. You're kind of like getting used to it, because you're losing money and winning every day. At the end of the month, this is what matters, if your PNL is positive or not. So you're kind of used with losing money, but I'm at this point where I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I have times where pressure, stress gets the best of me, and I don't provide myself an opportunity to catch on the big moves, because instead of just hitting solid um like small type of profits, I sometimes I try to go for the big ones, and obviously it's not easy to anticipate when that's gonna happen. But I knew that we were supposed to be honestly in a sell market maker model, and what that means is basically you have a breaking market structure, which is what happened here. You took this low, you closed, and now basically this is where the move started this morning. This morning I was looking, I was like, if it can get into this 4-hour fair value gap, that's a short. But considering that I have suffered so many losses and I was so tilted, and even here, see, we opened on Sunday, we took the high of this candle, which is 551.25, 552.50. We took it, and then that was it. Like, you short this one, you have a big stop loss. Like, in hindsight, when you're looking, or like, I can just short this one, have a $2,000 stop loss, and just attack these lows. Simple as that. No, I'm just gonna. And what happened? I got paper cuts. I lost 6K. I didn't make the move. I didn't even give myself a chance. And now the move is happening and I'm just like a mess. Even now, I wanna attack 23,000, and with a good mindset and with a healthy balance, I would first long this. At the open, maybe I'll put my profit target at 8:30 open, which is usually being touched during the regular trading hours. So basically I would buy now, my stop loss would be this, and I would attack 164, which is like 50 points. But I'm not doing these things right now because if I fail, I'm just gonna ruin my whole process of recovering my balance and my confidence at the same time. But yeah, I will try to make a video about it. It's something that you can all learn from, but it happens even to me. I had solid base hits for 6 weeks straight in a choppy market, and suddenly I decided I'm not happy with those. I wanted to push the lever, and I pushed it in the wrong time because I was trying to anticipate something that I could have anticipated had I not forgotten my rules. And here, even if you think about it in hindsight, it was so clear. It had SMT with ES, right? Because ES took the high. It had a daily fair value gap. So all you could do is just short this candle and have a stop loss at 838. And that was it. Like, that in itself was a perfect move that could have happened. But yeah, it's a market maker sell model. And that happens when you have a breaking market structure. Obviously, you can try this one, and I would have tried it on Friday had I not been on a break. But you have breaking market structure, relatively cool lows incoming. Like, you already know, like, you have a more than 70% chance of this happening. It happened, and yeah, the rest is history. Like, so easy in hindsight to look at this and be like, I should have just waited for that breaking market structure. But I was so caught up in this choppiness, I didn't offer myself anything, not even a chance. So that's why I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated for not being patient. Disturbing. So yeah, now imagine buying this at 115 when I was talking about it, and just attacking 164 at the open. Such a beautiful trade this one would have been. Not gonna say you can try it, but it's something that I would have liked to try. And this is a breaker, and this is an inversion of fair value gap as well. The only reason I'm not trying is because I don't want to pick any bottoms, especially in the after everything I just highlighted to you. I want to give myself some time. I want to see 9:45. We have red news at 10 o'clock, so I might not trade until 10 o'clock. We have an FP on Friday. Jobs openings tomorrow at 10 o'clock again. So, yeah, a lot of things are happening. 2 o'clock we have President Trump talking, so PM session is not advised to be traded. Usually when he talks, we have a lot of volatility. One interesting thing you can notice as well. This is also an inversion fair value gap on the 1 hour, right? And this is order block, bearish one. So a healthy move would take us into this inversion fair value gap and then see 31. Let's see if that's gonna happen. I'm curious now if we buy this one, what can be our stop loss? 95. Yep. See, that's one of the reasons why I'm gonna provide myself some room. I'll wait. If we take 23,031, that's it. We're gonna watch the price action, but I'm not gonna force anything. This week I'm just gonna be looking for base hits, solid trades, one maximum two, and just, yeah, keep myself composed, get back on track. Unfortunate because we're gonna have a amazing price action. We're gonna have volatility. But yeah, let's see. We're gonna open in 1 minute, so be careful. Yeah, buddy, you're gonna have to change your prop firm at some point. It's too it's too unfortunate you cannot trade news. Sometimes trading news can really help you catch some big moves. We're opening. I guess, yeah, 31 will be the target. It's beautiful the way it reacted off this inversion fair value gap. If you can notice, we traded inside, boom, smashed it towards 31, and that's it, end of story. And there you go, that was your trade. Yeah, you have a lot of prop firms. Apex doesn't restrict you. It's just a bit expensive comparing to what you just paid. And yeah, it depends also if you can trade it from your country. But yeah, there are a lot of prop firms that allow news trading. And that's it. That was the open. It's a Black Tuesday. Mhm. Yeah, we're very aggressive, so I'm not gonna be looking for longs. And even though this looks like a good short and probably can be, I'm not gonna try it. I would really like to see a bounce before we attempt another trade. So on the bigger time frame, what's happening? We just traded inside this small, tiny for value gap. If you can see it here, right? We just traded inside this one. You can check on the right screen my cursor, but yeah, see, we just touched it there, and yeah, next target will be 775. You have a lot of relative equal lows. Highly doubt it's gonna happen today, but a new week opening gap can be a target if we see the price being really bearish. And we have also two relative equal lows, two candles here as well. Bear in mind this is the 4-hour chart, so yeah, it's a bit difficult for you to understand only 1 hour in this high. Yeah, like this. But yeah, basically you have so much liquidity. One, two relative equal lows. But yeah, let's wait. And yes, I would like for this candle to stay like this because it's easier. It's an easier target to be spotted. It's going to be attacked at some point. Mhm. Now this is an inversion for value gap. This we can delete, and this we're gonna keep. Maybe you can we can spot it as a move to the upside. But yeah, right now I would not encourage anyone buying. Nope. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Return of the man. Dow is falling off a cliff. ES is falling off a cliff. I think we might just start a trend, but let's see. I'm not gonna be too vocal about it. A, a healthy bounce would really help. Yeah, beautiful. Now this is a bullish breaker. You have a low, a high, a lower low, and a higher high. Obviously, I would like for us to trade above this fair value gap. This would be the first presentation fair value gap. Let's see if it holds first. One thing I can say, you cannot really have a move too high because usually you need consolidation for you to really go and attack this relative equal highs. Let's say if that's even a case. If you just see this candle being filled and coming back up, and that's a forced move. A healthy move to the upside would take a lot more consolidation. So that's something to think about as well. Now let's see 9:45. Do we have any news? Yellow, low impact. Just highlighted like this, the first fair value gap of the trading session. Yeah, 8:30 is the target. Relative equal highs here. It's a possibility, but I would see more like this fair value gap over here. I like the idea of buying the first presentation for value gap, but not really comfortable buying a very bearish daily candle. I don't want to be fighting a trend. Inversion for value gap, first presentation. What would three contracts do if we buy them here? Stop loss here, 200. It's a big one. Maybe attacking these two. Have inversion for value gap is the first presentation for value gap. I mean, it's worth a try. And it's gonna happen on 9:45. this candle looks in a while. Not all of them are so positive, so I don't know what to say. Trying to see if we have some SMT. This is a 5 minute as well. Yeah, I'd rather stay away from this trade. Let's watch it. Beautiful support here inside this inversion fair value gap. This is a breakaway gap now. We took the 830 open and those two relative equal highs over here. Tiny bits. Now we're gonna trade into a 15-minute fair value gap. And it's this red one over here. As I said, we would like a bounce if we still want a short. So that's a bounce. The only reason why I'd see us turning long is we took the low. We closed the 4-hour candle in 15 minutes and we want to trade inside this CB and then go short again. So maybe that's going to happen at 10 o'clock and then we can short. We don't know how that's going to play out. So I'm not completely against longs. There are just instances when it might work, but I don't want to push them on happening. I like the fact that this is a bullish breaker. You have a low, a high, low, low, high, high. We closed above it. This is a 5-minute candle. So again, 75 being a stop loss, a good stop loss if you wanna visit this again. So yeah, a lot of good instances. This can be left as a breakaway gap, but I would like more at 10 o'clock maybe for us to touch this 5 minute and then go higher. That would be nice. It can happen sooner. ES is lagging, so if you see Nasdaq running, we can always consider ES as well. What I like into ES, we traded inside this fair value gap. We stayed in a half portion of it, so yeah, we can always buy this if we're behind and Nasdaq is running basically. Mm. Nothing much we could have done here. Oh, yeah. The only thing you can do is just buy this inversion for a gap, but you're still gonna have to put a big stop loss. So I don't want to pick any bottoms, but it's a good setup to watch. And our idea might still be solid. Let's just do this 4 hour DB, right? So an ultimatum for longs would be this, but bear in mind, the moment it's gonna reach 290, it's gonna be very choppy until it's gonna happen. So yeah, I believe 275 would be these two. Actually, I would like equal highs. 264 would be the next target. As I was talking about ES, yeah, you buy this. This is a stop loss, and it just runs. This is a $1,000 move if you buy it here. Well, I guess we were right. I'm happy we can be right. We got filled. For some reason, it doesn't update my save and reload. It doesn't update my stop loss. But yeah, basically this would be the trade. 264 we're trying to attack, and 311 as well. But 64 would be enough for me. Morning. For some reason it doesn't allow me. Let me just do this. It doesn't allow me. 64. Another reason why 64 is the target is because we have a 15-minute CB. Is this one basically we're trying to get inside this CB. I would like actually to be filled before 10 o'clock because it's a high impact news. 264.25 is the target. I will close it manually if anything. On my MT5, I have the take profit selected. But yeah. Was the high 260, only 4 points away. Very close to it. Maybe it's not gonna, maybe it's gonna happen before 10 o'clock. I would like that very much. Maybe this 1 minute candle would do it for us. It's inside a 1 hour CB, so it can be the top as well until 10 o'clock, obviously. 10 o'clock might take it, but I didn't want to see a drawdown. Actually took another two relatively good lows, or we didn't. No, we have a triple top over here. One, two, three candles. So let's wait. Let's just hope our stop loss will not be hit and our take profit will be hit at 10 o'clock. I might still close it on one of my accounts. One minute. 264 is my profit target. Just in case. 20 seconds. 'Yep. Very, very friendly. 10 o'clock news. We got filled and we made a profit. Go back to the E-mini. Obviously, I would see 311 being touched, but I'm happy with a base hit in a bearish market. Yeah, 311 would have been my ultimate long target. I'm just happy. I'm just happy with this. I was worried we're gonna have an aggressive move, but no, this is what we actually wanted. Thank you, Watson. Thank you. Thank you. No. Honestly, what I see happening is us having a reversal. We can even have it now for, I mean, yeah, we can still be bearish even though we don't take 311. I would just like, for accuracy's sake, that's just my narrative. It would be very interesting to take 311, trade inside the CB, and then roll over and come back down. If it's not going to happen on the 1 hour, we are respecting this fair value gap. Meanwhile, while we're touching this for the block over here, so I can also be short right now if I want. And this is a 1 hour CB. Yep. There you go. This one being an order block that was barely touched. And I want to delete this, and this verbal gap also can be a future inversion verbal gap. And now we'll delete this one. We don't need it anymore. Yeah, this can be a short as well. I just don't want to pick tops. This inversion verbal gap, the small one. Yes. Mm-mm. If right now I would like to be picky, I would throw this one as well. And this one. But I'm not gonna. I like it very much for a short though. It's a 5-minute BC. Mhm. What if we tried 140? It's a big one. I don't really like my chances like this. It's too big of a trade, in my opinion. Mhm. What if I short only one? This is an inversion verbal gap. This is a BC. That's why I don't really like this trade. So thinking of getting myself out. Mhm. My profit target would be this first presentation verbal gap, basically. But Spending a lot of time inside this 1 minute fair value gap. So it can be long. You have an inversion fair value gap. I'm just thinking we just touched this 1 hour CB, this order block here. We have 1, 2, 3 fair value gaps that are empty. So it's worth a shot. It's a big bounce in a bearish market, so I'm not risking too much. I'm not gonna affect really my profit target, my targets for the day. Oh yeah, taking the low of this candle would move me to break even and help me be more confident about holding. Yeah, 190.25 make me happy. I took one off. Takes too long. I don't mind risking $20 for 200. 300 for the day. Very good. Very sexy. And bearish. Still bearish. came back, touched this inversion fair value gap. This one is about to fall. And if that happens, we have one 5-minute BC. And if this falls, our target would be next. And I could actually do this 213 into this 5-minute. Now this swing high is my stop loss. We don't want to trade above this. And we're trading inside this 5 minutes, so we can still turn around. It's also a 15-minute fair value gap, but yeah. Now uncovered, right? Actually, move to break even. Trading back inside its inversion fair value gap. Let's see if he wants to take the low or if this 5 minute was the target in order for us to go to 311. Yeah, it looks like this 5 minute was the reach for liquidity. Hey, we made 30 extra dollars. It was just an idea, interesting idea to watch. We can still go lower, bear in mind, as long as we are trading below this high, we're still bearish. But yeah, not looking for longs anymore, just due to the fact that this fair value gap was not respected. And that's it. That was my day. I don't believe we're gonna go too much higher. This one is still in play. My short is still in play. I was just very tight about it. But yeah, that's about it. Be careful out there and see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stay safe. It's we're gonna have a lot of volatility coming up, so try not to overtrade. Thank you for being here. See you tomorrow. Peace. By the way, profit for the day, $300. Let's build this account back up. Thank you as well for being here.